We've got some exciting Xbox news to cover today, from new Game Pass titles, big updates for Forza and Darksiders 2, to Call of Duty finally hitting Xbox Cloud Gaming. It's all happening. We'll also be diving into some major changes coming to xCloud, and get ready for the Xbox event later this week. Plus, a sneak peek at a new Tetris game coming to Xbox and the latest sales numbers for Metaphor Refantasio. So stick around for all the latest Xbox updates. Coming up this Thursday, October 17th, is the Xbox Partner Preview, a no-fluff all-games broadcast set to showcase some incredible upcoming titles. During this 25-minute event, expect over a dozen new trailers from developers like Remedy Entertainment, Sega, 505 Games and more. The event will feature first looks at gameplay, world premieres, and fresh trailers for games coming to Xbox consoles, Windows PC, and Game Pass. Some of the highlights include a sneak peek at Alan Wake 2's next expansion, The Lake House, a new action-packed trailer for Like a Dragon, Pirate Yakuza in Hawaii, and an intense showcase of multiple bosses from the dark fantasy action game Wuchang Fallen Feathers. We're predicting that there could be big news regarding Alan Wake 2, potentially even a surprise Game Pass announcement, so that's one to watch closely. We'll be diving deeper into all the announcements and reveals from the event later in the week, so stay tuned for a full breakdown and analysis. This week we've got a great mix of games coming to Game Pass. Whether you're into RPGs, puzzle games, or action-packed shooters, there's something here for everyone. Let's dive into what's coming to the library over the next few days. First up, on October 16th is South Park: The Fractured But Whole. You step back into the role of the new kid, but now it's time to join the town's superhero squad, the Coon and friends. The game takes the irreverent humour of South Park and blends it with a revamped tactical combat system, offering plenty of ridiculous quests and absurd battles. Expect some wild South Park shenanigans with the added bonus of customizing your superhero's powers and abilities. Next, on October 17th, we have Donut County, a charming and quirky puzzle game where you play as a growing whole, swallowing up everything in sight. The physics-based puzzles are simple but satisfying, and the game's laid-back vibe is perfect for short play sessions. The story is full of clever dialogue and offbeat characters, making this return to Game Pass a must-try if you missed it the first time around. Also landing on October 17th is MechWarrior 5 Clans. In this game, you lead a squad of heavily armoured battle mechs during the clan invasion, taking on various missions in a mix of intense combat and strategic planning. Customization is key, with tons of options to tweak your mech's loadouts and abilities. The destruction in the game's environments adds a layer of immersion, where every shot and move can impact the battlefield. Available day one on Game Pass, this is one to watch if you're into mechs or tactical combat. Now let's talk Call of Duty, because we've got Black Ops 6 arriving on October 25th. This installment puts you in the shoes of a soldier on the run as you're forced to go rogue and navigate a complex story filled with twists and turns. Treyarch and Raven have brought their A-game here with a cinematic campaign, epic multiplayer, and the return of zombies. Modern Warfare 3 and Warzone also hit Xbox Cloud Gaming on October 25th. While these titles are already available on console and PC, the addition of cloud streaming means you can take your battles on the go. Whether you're jumping into Warzone's Battle Royale or continuing the intense narrative of Modern Warfare 3, the flexibility of cloud gaming makes these experiences even more accessible. And we'll dive deeper into how Call of Duty is making waves in xCloud a bit later. On October 29th, Ashen returns to Game Pass. This open-world RPG is known for its minimalist art style and challenging combat. You'll explore a dangerous world where the presence of other players can help or hinder your journey. The game's passive multiplayer system allows for interesting encounters, and the dark, mysterious world is packed with secrets to uncover. If you're into exploration and tough battles, Ashen is definitely worth a look. Finally, closing out the month on October 31st, Dead Island 2 is coming to PC Game Pass. Set in a zombie-infested Los Angeles, this game is all about chaotic combat and survival. The game's melee system is its standout feature, offering a brutal, visceral experience as you take down hordes of zombies. With a vibrant world and tons of ways to upgrade your character, Dead Island 2 is a solid pick for anyone craving some zombie slaying action. But we also have some exciting additions coming in early November with StarCraft Remastered and StarCraft 2 Campaign Collection joining the lineup. StarCraft Remastered brings the classic RTS to modern systems with enhanced graphics, but it keeps that same strategic depth that made the original a hit. StarCraft 2 includes all 3 expansions: Wings of Liberty, Heart of the Swarm, and Legacy of the Void, plus the Nova Covert Ops missions, giving you hours of strategic gameplay across the battlefields of the Terrans, Zerg, and Protoss. If you're an RTS fan, these are must-haves. As we mentioned earlier, Call of Duty is making waves in xCloud, so before moving on to the rest of the Game Pass news, let's dive into what's happening with Black Ops 6, Modern Warfare 3, and Warzone joining there. This marks the first time Call of Duty titles are hitting the cloud on day one, with Black Ops 6 leading the charge, available to Game Pass Ultimate members from launch. With Black Ops 6 launching day one in the cloud and on Game Pass, it's a massive shift for the franchise, giving players the ability to dive into the single player campaign, multiplayer, or round based zombies from anywhere. The cloud integration also makes it easier for players to join in without waiting for installs, and with Modern Warfare 3 and Warzone also hitting the cloud, the Call of Duty experience just expanded massively for Game Pass members. This move shows that Microsoft has struck a significant deal for Call of Duty, making a big play to boost player numbers in the cloud. By pushing major titles like Black Ops 6, Modern Warfare 3, and Warzone to xCloud, Microsoft is positioning itself to dominate cloud gaming. This aggressive push, especially with Call of Duty available on devices like the Fire Stick, highlights their strategy to make these massive franchises more accessible than ever. However, this also explains why some other Activision Blizzard titles like Diablo 4 haven't made their way to xCloud yet. The focus on Call of Duty likely comes from specific deals aimed at getting these high-profile games into the cloud first, leaving other titles for potential later launches. This brings up questions about whether we'll see games like Diablo in the cloud soon, or if they'll remain console and PC only for a while longer. Microsoft is also pushing hard on the Amazon Fire Stick, making it clear that they want more players to access Xbox cloud gaming and Game Pass on as many devices as possible. With Call of Duty heavily featured in this push, it suggests that Microsoft is leveraging the massive draw of the franchise to drive adoption of cloud gaming hardware. Now let's dive into the DLC and game updates coming your way this month on Game Pass. Core Keeper arrives on Xbox One on October 17th, bringing its signature blend of crafting, building, and exploration to even more players. Whether you're developing your character or teaming up with friends, this dynamic world is full of ancient secrets and challenges that will keep you busy for hours. If you're playing Monster Hunter now, the MHN bundle is a must-grab. It comes with an ultra hunting ticket, potions, and crafting materials for Magna Malo and Rajan gear, perfect for powering up your hunts and getting ahead in the game. For Throne and Liberty players, the Clay and Mischievous bundle brings an Xbox themed Clay outfit and a mischievous little companion, youngster Amatoy, to join you on your adventures. These perks are available now, so make sure to claim them while they're hot. And if comics are your thing, don't miss out on Gone, a free digital comic from DSTLRA. It's a sci-fi journey that follows Abby as she's swept light years into the cosmos on a distant planet where resources are scarce. It's a great little read to enjoy between gaming sessions, and it's available right now. Unfortunately, a few games will be leaving the Game Pass library on October 31st, but you've still got time to grab them at a 20% discount before they're gone. If you're into quirky detective adventures, Frog Detective, the entire mystery is all about solving fun, light-hearted mysteries with plenty of charm. For something more rhythm-based, Headbangers offers a mix of music-infused mini-games that will really test your reflexes. If strategy is more your style, Inculinati brings a unique twist with medieval-inspired creatures that come to life in a game where living ink takes the spotlight. Looking for a more relaxing experience, Lonely Mountains Downhill lets you ride through stunning mountain trails, mastering your balance and speed as you go. And if you're in the mood for a heartfelt story, Minyeko's Night Market offers a charming village to explore, fun quests to complete, and of course, a whole lot of cats. Big news is coming for Xbox Cloud Gaming in November. It is being reported Microsoft is getting ready to test the ability to stream games that you own, even if they aren't part of the Xbox Game Pass library. This long-awaited feature, developed under Project Lapland, will initially roll out to Xbox insiders in the US before expanding to more regions. However, this update also raises some interesting questions about how Xbox plans to market and handle the service moving forward. While the initial rollout will be limited to the US and will focus on Xbox insiders, it's clear that the long-term goal is to expand this feature worldwide. But with some publishers and developers potentially holding back due to licensing issues, it could affect how Xbox promotes upcoming games for the platform. Will they focus heavily on cloud compatibility for future titles? And how will this impact the messaging for games launching in the next year and beyond? We expect a large batch of games to be included when the feature goes live in November, with more titles added regularly, likely on a schedule similar to GeForce Now, which updates its library every week. But as not all games will be available immediately, it'll be interesting to see how Xbox balances the promotion of this feature while managing player expectations around which games will be streamable. It's a massive opportunity, but also a complex one when it comes to making sure developers, publishers, and players are all on the same page. Either way, this is a feature we'll be following closely, and we're excited to see how it evolves once testing begins. Now let's shift gears and talk about some of the big updates coming to Xbox this month. One of the most exciting updates comes from Forza Motorsport. Update 13 is live and it's packed with new content and improvements. We're celebrating Mustang Month with 3 new Mustangs, plus the return of the iconic Sunset Peninsula track. For those who enjoy drifting, drift mode is back, giving you plenty of opportunities to test your skills on the track. I've been spending more and more time with Forza, and this update has added even more reasons to jump in. Alongside the new content, there are improvements like better AI behavior, enhanced customization options, and tweaks to track conditions. Car Pass holders also get the exclusive Mustang Dark Horse, a beast both in looks and performance. For Darksiders 2 Definitive Edition fans, the remastered upgrade for Xbox Series XS is completely free if you already own the game. Enhanced with improved visuals, faster loading times, and integrated DLC, this edition gives the game a fresh, modern look for returning players or those trying it for the first time. In other news, Tetris Forever is coming to Xbox soon. This new entry from Digital Eclipse is part of their Goldmaster series, showcasing over 4 decades of Tetris history. You'll get to play more than 15 versions of Tetris, including some that have never been released outside of Japan, and experience the brand new Tetris Time Warp, which blends different eras of Tetris gameplay into one. Whether you're a long-time fan or a newcomer, this one's going to be a fun addition to the library. Finally, we have Hannah, a semi-timed exclusive coming first to Xbox later this year. Set for launch in Q4 2024 on Steam, this indie title offers an emotional, narrative-driven experience where players will uncover mysteries and piece together a gripping story. We'll be keeping an eye on this one as it gets closer to release, so stay tuned for more. New World Aeternum is now available on Xbox series of consoles. This version of the popular MMO comes with full controller support and introduces fresh features like large-scale PvP zones, a 10-player raid, and revamped solo trials for players who prefer to go it alone. With enhanced visuals and gameplay optimization specifically tailored for consoles, it's a great opportunity to dive back into the world of Aeternum. Also launching today is Neva, a visually stunning 2D adventure from the creators of Grizz. The game follows Alba and her wolf companion as they journey through beautifully crafted environments filled with emotional depth, challenging platforming, and environmental puzzles. The strong bond between the two characters is central to the gameplay, and with its unique art style and moving narrative, Neva promises to be an unforgettable experience for fans of narrative driven adventures. Later this week on October 18th, we have Unknown 9 Awakening. This third person action adventure game introduces an exciting spirit jumping mechanic, allowing you to manipulate enemies and explore mystical elements within the game's world. With its blend of cinematic storytelling and dynamic combat, Unknown 9 is shaping up to be an intriguing addition to the action adventure genre. Now let's check out the game sales happening right now on Xbox. There are some great deals up for grabs, so if you're looking to expand your library, now's the time. First up, Risk of Rain 2 is available for 75% off. This action-packed roguelike lets you battle through ever-changing alien environments, facing hordes of enemies and massive bosses. With its randomized runs, no two playthroughs are the same. Whether you're playing solo or in co-op, the game's deep progression system and variety of characters keep things fresh each time you dive in. Next, Final Fantasy XV Royal Edition is a steal at 60% off. This edition of the critically acclaimed RPG includes all DLC and expands on the original game with new quests, enemies, and even a first-person mode. The story follows Noctis and his friends on an epic journey through a stunning open world filled with action-packed combat, magical powers, and a deep narrative. If you haven't experienced this fantasy yet, this is a perfect opportunity. Finally, Life is Strange 2 is going for a massive 80% off. This narrative-driven adventure tells the emotional story of two brothers, Sean and Daniel, as they flee from a tragic incident and make their way to Mexico. The choices you make throughout the game shape the story, and Daniel's powers add a supernatural twist to the heartfelt journey. It's a gripping story about family, identity, and survival. This week, Xbox and Bethesda Softworks are collaborating with the Alpine F1 team at the United States Grand Prix in Austin. They're showcasing the upcoming game, Indiana Jones and the Great Circle, with a special twist on the team's race gear and car designs that reflect the Indiana Jones theme. This collaboration marks a first in F1 history, integrating a video game with an F1 team. The Alpine cars and the race suits, worn by drivers Pierre Gasly and Esteban Ocon, will feature designs inspired by the Indiana Jones franchise. That's a wrap for this week's Xbox updates. We've covered some exciting upcoming titles, key collaborations, and must-have game sales. Keep an eye out for more news following the Xbox Partner Preview this Thursday. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more updates, and thanks for tuning in. We'll catch you next time.